Good afternoon, my public. Oh, Jesus. I done got a lot of requests from y'all that want to know how the graduation went yesterday. I really didn't want to talk about it. I stayed up most of the night and this morning praying to the Lord and God to forgive me. Just forgive me because I was in a very bad place yesterday. First of all, me and Herman rode down in Dallas County, and that drive was just a few hours. And Herman had gas. He was sick on his stomach, messed around his foolish self. I told him not to eat that watermelon before he left, and you know it messed up his stomach. Don't settle it on his stomach good. And he had gas all the way down now. And so I was real mad because I can't stand nobody to break wind in a closed-in place. And that's all he was doing. So I had my head hanging out the window piece ways down now. And one time a wig fell off and he ran over it. And it just was a mess. Then, when we got down to Dallas County, Lily Ruth, ignorant self, I know she set me up, told me that Roosevelt needed a ride. Now, we had already talked about that. At least I talked about it with Lecter. And Lecter knowed that I didn't want Roosevelt to ride me because he got his ugly grandchildren. And y'all know that his ugly grandchildren makes my stomach turn. I'm just sorry. I know it sounds close, but it's just the truth. So anyway, she said, man, just go on pick them up. They ain't got no way. And Roosevelt down there crying. And I don't care about Roosevelt crying. But anyway, because the Lord and God was dealing with me, I went on and picked them up. I made Roosevelt sit in the front seat, and I made them two grandchildren, Mick Jaguar and his posse, sit back there with me. I drove all the way in. They wasn't going to sit behind me. I rode all the way in with them at gunpoint. You just don't never know. Them children got a witchery on them. There's something wrong with them kids. Anyway, so that right there had me hot and bothered again, on top of Herman and his gas. Then we get to the gate and find out we had to have tickets to get in. And they was talking about like, you're not going to get in here without your tickets. And Herman was up there talking to her. Now, Mary J, we going to have to go. I said, no, we going to have to go home. I said, let me talk to her. I said, how you doing, madam? She says, I'm fine. How are you? I said, I'm fine. I said, the Spirit of the Lord and God has just told me that you recently had a death in your family. She said, yes, I did. My uncle passed just last week. We just buried him just last week. I said, would you like to see him again? She said, oh, yes, I would in sweet by and by. I said, no, I'm talking about like in a few minutes. I said, if you don't let me in this gate right now, that's what's going to happen. We got our tickets and walked on in. Then when we gets there, everything's going fine. The graduation was just a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be. But that's okay. And I know one of the biggest concerns y'all had was did Shay get a diploma? She did. She actually did get her diploma. But let me tell you about the particulars leading up to it. It was Shay's turn for her to get her diploma. They called her name. Shavonda Taylor. Shavonda Taylor. We noticed she didn't move. How about Shay didn't know her real name? Ignorant. Just Lord and God, I started praying right then in 2 to 3 different tongue languages. Jesus help me, Lord. Let me get out of here. Let's go. Herman, let's go. Let's go right now. But we couldn't leave Dallas County because they had some kind of shindig after the graduation. So it's it right here. This is what I had to pray for the Lord and God for because I did something. Food on the table, everybody get ready to pray. They gonna let Willie pray. And Willie already think he a practicing deacon. And he's praying long and stuff. We had our head down. He praying just all this long stuff. Just kept praying. So I kind of peeked out of my eye to see was anybody else looking around. Clamps had peed on the little newborn baby. Looked over in the corner. Roosevelt grandbaby that looked like Mick Jaguar was biting the dog. I took my gun, I shot it, I said, get there.